Okay, so we are the capitalist group. And the capitalist group is a lot better than the communist and the socialist group. First of all, socialism is just kind of a wimpy communism. There are some socialist countries going on in the world right now, such as Switzerland and Canada, where if you want to get their socialized health care, you have to wait for hours and hours, or not hours, excuse me, but months and months to get a doctor that you may not even want. Whereas in a capitalist country, we have all the best doctors that are working as hard as they can, because if they don't work hard, they're not going to make money. Alright, so even though not everybody might not be insured, everybody is still going to get health care in America. It's just they might not get as great a health care as the person next to them. So nobody in America is going to die on the street from lack of health care, which is what some of these communist people think happens. Second of all, if you live in a communist or socialist country, you are far more likely to die than if you live in America. First of all, people in communist and socialist countries starve more often because there's not enough production, because there's not an incentive to produce more, because you cannot make a profit. Whereas in America, despite the fact that we're capitalists and they say that we don't take care of everyone's needs, no one in America starves. So they might have to rely on charity, and it might not be a 4-course meal, but you're still going to get some food. So that addresses the not providing the needs of all the people issue. Third of all, socialist and communist countries in history have killed more people than any other country in the history of the world. So if you live in a socialist or communist country, there's a very good chance you're going to get shot back to the head. Moving on, if you want any freedom at all, you got to live in a capitalist country, because in here we're not going to tell you what to do or what you can produce. You can produce what you want and do the best for yourself. So if you're somebody that likes to work hard and do well, then you're going to be better off in a capitalist country. If you're somebody who's really lazy and just wants to get paid for doing nothing, then I guess you can go live in a communist country. As for some of the strengths that the socialists and communists say they can change direction quickly, but it ends up that after they change direction, they're not doing very well. Whereas when a capitalist country changes direction, it takes a little while longer, but once we get there, we do a whole heck of a lot better. For example, in World War II, when the Soviet Union made their Tiger tanks, they produced them very, very quickly and changed all their factories over to the war very, very quickly, but they're really, really poor quality. And once America got all its factories retooled to do war, it turned out a lot better, and we won. So if you want to be a winner, be a capitalist.
What do you expect with socialism? The government will direct,
The government owns businesses instead of the people,
and the government will plan everything in a blueprint, because they want to work for the best of society. Here's our leader now. Oh, here he comes.
Hey, Kevin Kupsel here, the socialist leader, represent. So what we have is, on one side you have capitalism, on the far other side you have communism, and then in between you have socialism. So obviously it's the best, it's the happy medium. So capitalism ignores the poor and the unemployed and the less productive, and it does not satisfy everyone's needs, those people that I just said. It's run by the market, depends on money, and if you don't have money, you're not going to be successful. You don't really have a good chance of being successful. And then communism, you don't own anything, it's all government owned, and there's no room for like pursuing your dream, because you can't do anything else except for what the government says. So good luck with that. Socialism, the happy medium, it unites the society together while allowing freedom and prosperity. So pretty much it's a democracy in which elected officials direct the allocation of resources in industries, and people use their electoral power to influence many of the what, how, for whom questions about productive resources, and it shares common ground with both capitalism and communism, so it kind of brings the positives together of both, and has a good, strong leader to represent.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we have a choice to decide which way this country will go in the future. Will it go up in glory, victory, or plunge downward in failure, dismay, rivalry? I, for one, choose moving up, forward, ahead. How can we do this? With communism. That is right. Because under a communist government, everything will be provided for the people. Whereas with capitalism, what do the people get? Nothing. That is right. Capitalism is run by the rich, the wealthy, the powerful, or the regular people. The everyman is stuck, set, place always, can never go anywhere. The rich own everything. They say things like, oh, work hard, and within a few years you will be able to work your way up the society ladder and be with us. This is false. False. You will spend all your life breaking your backs in labor, and in the end you cannot even afford to get your back fixed because nobody helps you. Healthcare, they say, oh, we give you health insurance, you just have to pay for it. Lie. The health insurance companies are run by the same people. They give you nothing. Every time they try to cheat you out of what rightly belongs to you. Under communism, you are entitled to these services. Education, healthcare, home, all of this is given to you. It is what is right. Wouldn't it be great to live in a country where you could drive down a street, a clean street, and not see poor people, peasants, with their hands out begging, begging, and begging for the mere scraps from the table that the wealthy throw down? No. Under this government, everyone is entitled to an equal slice of the pie that they can enjoy together. Because it is not just a government. It is a community, a family, tightly knit together, where everyone can count on everyone else, where we all work towards the common good of the people, of the nation. That is what I dream. That is what I hope all of you dream for too. Thank you.